Hey, good morning, everybody. It's July 24th, Friday. I just wanted to do a quick energy check-in with everybody. I know in my energy for the week video last Saturday, I had said that the first half of this week felt like chipping away at concrete, just like trying to bust through, break through. For me specifically, I did have some personal stressors, but the energy and like kind of just internalized anxiety felt noticeably bigger, like something more than just my own personal stressors. And then to kind of like not combat that, but to kind of like say, yeah, that's true, that it felt bigger in general. We got to yesterday, and it felt much lighter to me. Personal stressors not resolved, but everything felt lighter to me. I know that Mercury also stationed direct yesterday. I didn't have as rough a time as I think a lot of people seem to have had, but it was 12th house for me, so I don't know if that makes a difference. I didn't have things like coming at me from outside of me quite the same maybe as other people, but I feel like still today the overall energy for the week feels lighter. I wanted to see how everybody made it through that first half of the week, but I also wanted to come in and say that although today in and of itself feels lighter, there is a like an anticipatory feeling of what's to come through next week, like through the end of the month. Something feels building to next week. I know I had said, in the last couple of weeks, at least once, maybe more than that, that July 27th, on and around July 27th was a highlighted date for me. And sometimes those are like, we actually see news and headlines on those days, and sometimes they are trigger points for like something more to roll out. But something, I feel like we're not that far from something showing up that has a sense of, oh no, that looks really not good. And that feels really big, scary. But I want to say that something about this feels like it turns out not to be the extent of ooh, yuck, bad, scary as what something initially looks or feels like. So I want to give the advice that if I'm correct in how that energy feels, and if we do in fact see something that makes you go, oh no, that's not okay, that's really not good, there's this what's next feeling coming, to allow yourselves to find the support that you need to feel grounded, to be with the people and in the areas that feel like good support to you, and have the understanding that we may in fact get past it enough to go, okay, that didn't turn out to be quite the extreme that initially looked like. So I wanted to give you that so that you can be prepared to find your groundedness, find your security, find your support system, and just kind of hang tight that things may not look as extreme as the energy initially feels. My brain wants to tell me things that this may be related to as an interpretation. I'm not going to say those on here because I have a couple possible interpretations of them. This app, and generally speaking, I don't think it would be good for me to share those. I don't think it's beneficial, other than just to say that the energy has a feel, like I can physically feel it in my body. It makes my stomach tight. But there is indeed this sense of, it's not as big as you think it is. I don't know that we would necessarily immediately let go of the what's next part of it. Is that even related? Is that related timing wise, but maybe not related topic wise? There's something in there. If I come out with, that's all just happening right now. If I come out with more clarity around what that might be, there's something that feels like this big, icky, oh no, turns out to not be as much. There's a what's next though, and I'm not 100% now sure that that's even tied, or if it's just tied in timing. And my ear is ringing. Okay. if I receive more clarity, I'm actually having energy kind of like pump through me right now. If I receive more clarity around what exactly that's all tied to, I will let the collective know. I'll be back. My ears ringing again. I'll be back to do my energy for the week video. Apologize for all of that just happened in real time. And yeah, just hang tight. Oh my God, it's happening again. Just hang tight. I think my guides are like, okay, that's enough. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I just wanted to see actually initially how everybody was doing through this week, because it felt really thick and dense and heavy for me at the beginning of the week. And I do feel the lightness. But I wanted to give the advice for some energetic resilience as we get into next week through the end of July. And I will admit, okay, more happening. Sorry. I will admit that when I hit the end of July, I just said this to a friend, but it's coming back up again like I need to say it. When I hit the end of July, I was trying to get into August, and I feel like there's a stopping point, at least right now here today. It feels like there's a stopping point in some of that energy. So I do feel like there is a containment of some of those energetic signatures happening, in fact, next week. And August 1st feels different. Hang tight with me a second, guys. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to just describe what just happened. It was like I hit August 1st, like a stopping point. Then it was like something entirely new began. There was this giant rolling tumble, and then it was like the dust started to settle. And that like literally hit August 1st, rolling tumble. I don't feel like extremely long period of time. Days? Like even 2 or 3 days, there's some energetic rolling tumble. It's almost like Linus with the dust cloud around him, but literally like a brawl, kind of like, and then the dust settling after. Okay, I'm gonna leave that with you. Thanks for coming along for my wild ride TED Talk, whatever that was. Let me know how you're all feeling. Let me know how you're all doing. I hope you feel a little bit relaxed. I want you to feel like you have the emotional resilience to make it through the next couple weeks. So just remember that, you know, each and every moment is like, just be present. It's all temporary, and something may in fact not be as worrisome as it initially looks. Just allow yourself to go, okay, wait a minute. Let's see what comes. Let's see what's next is. Okay. Talk to you soon.